what do you think we bring to the table? So open that breath up, really sense into your body, and bring that to the table.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Elizabeth, and I am joined today by Marilyn Puff. She's a remarkable woman and the visionary and founder of Sacred Moon Emergence. And I am thrilled, delighted, and honored, Marilyn, to have you here with me today. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm really excited to, have this chance to chat with you about it.
Absolutely. I know that there's so many of our followers who may have already heard of this event and some who have not. And many of our followers know you and some don't yet. So let's start with a little bit of background on you and how you got into the field of healing consciousness and this event eventually.
Well, it's just been an incredible journey. I remember being around 30 and sort of having that kind of wake up call. It was like, what am I really doing here? How am I going to, live the life I want, have the impact I want? And I've always been very interested in human beings and what makes us tick and how do we grow and shine. So that was a great place to kind of keep drawing me into healing modalities. And so I got my start with breath integration, with a alternative breathing method that's very beautiful and powerful that I still use for myself and offer. And so then it kind of took years and years. I became a counselor, Bachelor of Social Work, and love my work. I still work a couple days a week. It's such an honor to be with people who are on their healing journey, who are searching. And then a couple of years ago was the big turning point. I mean, I'd always been asking, what am I here to do? What am I supposed to be doing here? I know what I love doing, but how am I going to do that? So as I said, a couple of years ago was the turning point, and my mom passed away that summer. I'd already been signed up to go on a spiritual pilgrimage to England. And I was going to a women's festival there as part of that and returning to that land, actually, which was a beautiful gift. And during that festival, being that wide open and having all that amazing experience of women, 400 women, just shining in themselves and what they had to offer and in the healing journeys that we experienced while we were there. And it was just strong. It was real strong. It was like, I want this experience for women where I live. And in having that thought, it also came to me the thought that everything that I've done and been and am to this point is going to be needed for this journey. So that's kind of how I got there.
I love the journey of how everything in your life and the questions you started asking back when you were younger and all the training that you have for this event that you're creating. There are no accidents. It's all in perfect timing. And that event that you went to in England with 400 women gathering sounds so amazing, so inspiring. So I can see why you'd want to create something like what you are creating now. Sacred Moon Emergence.
Yes.
And it is a gathering for women. Let's dive in and tell us some details about the event itself. We know how that it came to fruition in your heart, and now it's actually going to happen this coming year.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just, even the name, Sacred Moon Emergence, those three words totally coincide with divine feminine rising. And that is such a big piece of what so many of us feel right now is, what are we as women bringing to the table when we may not have even had a chance to experience what that is completely? So at this event, it's really got a strong focus of the women that are there. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So there's no big headliners coming in. We're all headliners. We all have gifts. And it might just be in a sharing circle that your words touch someone as well as yourself. And that is part of the gift. So, as we all know, any event takes lots of volunteers. And so we have women just going, I want to be in the healing spa. I want to give my gifts. Or I have a workshop I really want to offer. And I love cooking, or I'm good with numbers. And so, yeah, the
That's
crew
wonderful.
is gathering.
They are. And I love how it's a creation by the people who are going to be there as well. That's something that I see in British Columbia Interior, is that there are so many amazing teachers and leaders and speakers and healers right beside us, right within our communities and our circles. So to have them with you and participating, that's a wonderful connection.
Mm-hmm. And another major, absolutely major piece of it is being on the land. And so much of that connection to the earth, to the elements, the water there in the Nahatlatch River is just amazing. And the whole, the beach, the stones, the moss, it's...
So this event takes place outside in the Nahatlatch Valley. Can you tell us where that is?
So it's about 2.5 hours from Kamloops south towards Vancouver. Same thing, 2.5 hours from Vancouver. At Boston Bar, you can cross the river to North Bend, and you go upriver about 13 kilometers. And the Sandy Pines Campground and Retreat Center is the perfect location that eventually came to us. And there's this incredible campground, and then there's a beautiful forested area with these spots for meditation or altars. And then there's this meadow, this open, gorgeous meadow with little trees and views, and the Tiki Village will be there. And so some of the extra things are like, we want to offer a lot of nurturing and nourishing of each other and of ourselves. So, the healing spa will be people offering treatments. Here we want to have a blanket market. So if you have something that you want to sell, trade, barter, share, we're going to have a time to put those blankets down and just create a good old market like we probably had for centuries and centuries. And and then there's the main venue, our big tent where the dancing and the yoga and the drumming, and let's just get down, have some fun.
That sounds so cool. It sounds like a coming together of a tribe of women and a refocusing on ourselves and our souls.
Yeah.
And then we can go back out into the world and be more whole.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's the perfect time of year. I was at a women's gathering for over 10 years, the last weekend in August. And by the end of the summer, we pack so much in, and you're just kind of like heading into September, which is like a restart again. And I remember going to that gathering and just being sometimes exhausted, and the women saying, "Come as you are, we'll catch you." And the rejuvenation that just happens just by getting together.
So true. And the dates are August
25th to 27th.
August 25 to 27. And how do people stay on site? Is there camping, or do we bring our own things for camping, or how does that work?
There is, it's mostly camping. There's definitely room for RVs and trailers, tent trailers. The closest motels would be in Boston Bar and in Lytton. So there's that option as well. And just bring your camping gear and hunker down and walk on the land with us all. That's the plan.
Well, it sounds like it's an organic rising of the women coming together. It's in creation stages, and that's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it feels like any creation, you know, it morphs, it changes, it flows, and people come and go a little bit. And so it's an incredible opportunity for all of us to just bring what we can, bring who we are, and open to whatever opportunity for awakening, transforming that is there.
It sounds like a wonderful gathering, Sacred Moon Emergence. Marilyn, I'm going to be sure to put all the links below this video, so everybody watching, click on the links to find the website and the Facebook page. Is there any other information that people might need to know?
That we definitely have a Facebook page, and right now it's just an opportunity to grow sisterhood. So if you're in the area or can make it to the area, you know, we're hosting events like Drum Circle or women's gathering event evening, or so that's rich too, even if that's, you know, what you can connect with. It's already growing the sisterhood.
Sounds like fun. It sounds like a wonderful connection, and we need more of that. We need more of us connecting now. So very good. Is there something we can leave our listeners with from you about Sacred Moon Emergence in your own life? How can our viewers invite what you're offering into their own lives today?
Yes, I would really, my current article in the magazine, the Interior Wellness magazine, is all about breath and breathing and body awareness, because that is what we have. That is what we have every moment. And so as women, I really do know that there's times when it's just not honored as much as it needs to be. The fact that we are sometimes incredibly emotional beings, and I really want to honor that. And I want each of us to honor that, because that is one of the biggest gifts that we bring to the table. And that is the question that I ask each and every person and woman that I meet with about the festival is, you know, what do you think we bring to the table? So open that breath up, really sense into your body, and bring that to the table. So that's what I have to share with that about that right now.
Oh, thank you so much, Marilyn. You're just wonderful, and I always love talking to you. So thank you for sharing that with me and with our viewers today.
You're very welcome. Look forward to meeting more and more women.
Absolutely. So thank you everyone for watching, and make sure you grab that information. And thank you again, Marilyn.